So before moving to Australia, we thought we prepared well.
We watched so many videos, we packed bug spray, and just didn't think much was going to surprise us here.
Well, until it did.
It did. And there's so many differences with life back home in the UK.
There sure is. So here's 10 things that genuinely shocked us about Australia. So number 1, the States and Tasmania. So here's the thing with Tasmania. Before coming to Australia, we thought Tasmania was a country.
We did. It's true. We thought it was its whole own country.
Its own entity, you know?
And I knew it was like Australian, but I didn't know it was a state in Australia. I just thought it was like a country off Australia, but it's Australian owned, you know? And it is literally just a small little island. I mean, anything's a small island compared to the size of Australia. And it's just south of Victoria, just chilling by itself. It's pretty removed. They kind of see themselves as their own thing. Australians see them as their own thing.
So let us know if you are from Tasmania. Is this true?
Insider knowledge, please reveal yourself.
Someone tell us. So whilst we're on the topic of Australia being just huge, right?
Huge.
I just want to mention that you could drive for 10 hours within the same state. You wouldn't even leave the state. That's how big Australia really is. I think our biggest road trip was from Cairns to Darwin,
which is 2,848 kilometres. That is basically 3,000 kilometres.
Yeah. But when we first saw that, when we first started planning our journey from Cairns to Darwin, that was terrifying.
It freaked me the hell out.
Yeah. And to put this into perspective, Cairns to Darwin is the equivalent of England to Bulgaria.
Which you're crossing like 6 or 7 countries driving from England to Bulgaria. Countries, not states. Countries. So number 2 is fuel costs. And fuel here is cheap compared to the UK.
Yeah.
So the average fuel price in Australian dollars, according to our research,
someone might correct us here, but according to our research, you know,
recently is $1.60 on average.
On average.
In the UK, when you convert it obviously to Australian dollars, it comes out at $2.90. And that is basically what you pay here in super remote regional areas.
Yeah.
So on the Nullarbor, on the Dampier Peninsula, you're paying the same as you would pay back home in a city.
So we found petrol, we think, at One Arm Point.
We hope.
And it's this little roadhouse thing. That one actually says out of order, but there's one just next to us here.
It's $2.95. And another really weird thing was that they have cheap Tuesdays here. And I don't know if this is just a WA thing or if it's Australia-wide. I'm pretty sure it's all around Australia. We were blind to it. Basically what it is all fuel stations, the price is the cheapest on a Tuesday, and then as the week goes on from Tuesday, it goes up in price. Monday's the most expensive, and then it plummets again on Tuesday. So if you're smart and want to save money, and if you can, always fill up on a Tuesday.
So number 3, cash. So in England, we have 1 penny coins and 2 penny coins. In Australia, they don't have the equivalent. So they don't have a 1 cent coin or a 2 cent coin. They just go from 5 cent onwards, right? So if you're paying with cash, you're going to see an item that, for example, costs $4.99. And you're going to pay with cash, you're going to pay with a $5 note. And you think, oh, I'm going to get 1 cent back from this. No, you're not. They're just going to not give you any change.
You're paying $5 for that.
It's going to round up to $5, regardless of what that price was labeled at. Unless you're buying something, you know what? It's probably easier to just show you guys.
Yeah.
We're going to head to Woolies and we're going to show you how this works.
So we've come to Woolies, or Woolworths, as I should say. And we're going to try and pay with cash. So the important thing is to get something that's like a weird number, like $4.99 or $3.74.
And this just happens to be $3.72. So we should have got $6.28, but they've given us $6.30.
Which normally hasn't happened to me in the past when I've paid with cash. It's been the other way. I've been shortchanged. But here I've actually gained money. So we got $6.30 change. We should have got $6.28 change. So they have actually rounded the item down for us, and we've paid cheaper than what it was advertised for.
So depending on where the number is, they get you to round up or down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could pay more, you could pay less. And you may be sat there thinking, guys, it's not that big of a deal. Just pay with card instead if you want to avoid this cash issue. But no, that's where you're wrong. A lot of the time, they have surcharge.
So you think you've escaped the scam, but you just get slapped with a surcharge instead.
Fantastic. And number 4 is parking laws. Now, not just any parking law. This is a very specific parking law that we're talking about here.
It is.
And we learnt it the hard way.
The extra hard way.
It was horrendous, but I think this one's better to show you.
Hey, Jose, do you notice anything weird about how all these cars are parked on the road?
Funny you ask that, because yeah, I do. But until you know about this rule, it's hard to spot them.
So all of these cars here are parked in the direction that the roads and the traffic is travelling in. And if you look on the other side, all of those cars are parked facing the other way, because the other side of the road is travelling in that direction.
Yeah, because in the UK, you can just literally park your car wherever you want.
Wherever you want.
Wherever you like.
In Australia, it has to be in an orderly fashion.
Yeah, and I think most countries are probably like that. It's just the UK that's not, and you do get fined a lot of money for it. We didn't just get fined once. We got fined twice. We got fined per ticket $330. Made it a total of $660 just for parking the wrong way on the street. So if you are coming here from England specifically, be careful. Park the right damn way on the street. Number 5, beer sizes. So we thought, like, we were pretty competent at ordering a beer until we tried to order one in Australia. So there are 3 main sizes of beer glass in Australia: 285 millilitres, 425 and 570, all of which have different names. Now, we're just used to going into a pub and saying, could I get a pint? However, if you want anything else, you're going to have to say one of the specific names. So in Victoria, you've got a pot, which is the 285. You've then got a schooner. What a weird word. That's schooner. Such a weird word. And that's the 425, and then you've got the normal pint. Now, you're pretty safe using this terminology across Victoria. Yeah. But the second you go into another state, you've then got to learn all of the beer sizes all over again. So if you step into New South Wales and you want a 285, you're going to have to start calling it a midi. Oh. Yeah. New South Wales. Damn it. Pots Victoria. See, Josie's not even up to date with all these sizes. Do you know what a 285 is in South Australia? No. You'd think it was a pot or a midi, right? Yeah. It's a schooner. But in every other state, the 425 is a schooner. So for some reason, South Australia were like, no, we want to be different. Let's change the sizes up. Let's surprise people when they come into our state. And that's a common theme for South Australia. So you go for a 425, which is a schooner in every other state. But in South Australia, it's a pint. The 470, which is the normal pint size, right? In South Australia, is called an imperial pint. Why? Why do that? Just call it a pint. That's such a mouthful as well. Hi, mate, can I get an imperial pint of Carlton Draft, please? It sounds like a really I don't know, like a really big thing to say. Can I get an imperial pint? Oh, it's just too much. I just want a pint. Just give me a pint, please. Just give me a standard pint. Yeah. So if you're coming to Australia and you drink beer, just make sure you've done your research first. Number 6 is animals. Trigger warning for this one. So everyone knows Australia's home to some of the most dangerous animals in the world. And that is why most people are obviously scared to visit. Now, we've been here for almost 2 years, and we've actually only seen like a handful of spiders. One big one notably in Yangela, Queensland. But that's the kind of place you're going to see a spider. Yeah. We've seen 1 or 2 snakes, one big one, like heading to Babinda Boulders in Queensland. And then
a couple of crocs in the northern... That's not even a real croc.
We've seen so many crocs. Australians wear these everywhere, guys.
I just need to say...
They're everywhere.
This is from Kmart. It's not a croc.
Australians wear these everywhere. We've seen so many crocs.
It's a croc with a K. From Kmart. Is that not funny?
No.
All right. Anyway, a lot of these dangerous animals we found because we were, out searching for them. Forget the dangerous animals. What shocked us the most is the amount of animals here that we had never even heard of.
And when I say we've never heard of them, like, there's a lot that we've never heard of. There are a couple standouts that, like...
2 big standouts that we...
never heard of.
When we saw these animals, we were like...
What is that?
You're lying. That's not a real thing.
You made that up.
One of them, and you're probably going to guess this one straight off the bat, is the cassowary. The second one, now, this one just like... It looks a bit more regular than a cassowary, but still doesn't look like it should exist. So, it's an echidna.
We have spotted an echidna. They are so cool. It's just a huge hedgehog.
Number 7, the birds.
They speak for themselves.
Yeah, like quite literally speak for themselves. Now, the birds in Australia are undoubtedly beautiful.
Stunning.
Right?
Yeah, stunning.
But they can be dangerous, if you encounter the wrong magpie, for example. And you can also use them as your alarm clock if you want to. I'm looking at the kookaburras right now.
So loud.
Yeah, and the cockatoos.
Yeah.
And honestly, every Australian bird makes quite a loud sound. You cannot go outside without hearing some sort of bird.
No, you actually can't.
And these birds have been the reason why me and Josie, whilst filming, have had to take like 3 or 4 different takes of the same video because during filming, they've decided that they're the main character.
Yeah.
Not us.
They're actually really selfish and self-centered, honestly. Like, hang on.
Yeah, that's a thing that happens here.
You have to just let the birds do their thing first, and then you can carry on with life.
So we are going to miss the birds. They've become part of our Australian experience, and it's going to be quite weird going back to the UK and only hearing the sound of
a pigeon.
I love how you knew exactly which bird I was going to say. Pigeons make this. If you're from the UK, you'll know what song the pigeons sing, but it's the same song every single time, and it's the only song you'll ever hear. So we're going to miss them. I think we both have an individual favourite Australian bird. Mine is the kookaburra. I just think...
You're so basic.
What an Australian staple. They just sit there. If you've ever seen a kookaburra, they just sit there peacefully.
They're quite majestic.
And you think, oh, what a nice, quiet bird, just sitting there quietly looking at you.
They laugh at you.
Until you think you're hearing monkeys.
Yeah.
When actually it's a kookaburra laughing. Your favourite is?
The rosella. And if you don't know what a rosella is, insert a rosella just here.
Can we talk about cockatoos?
They're
loud.
Kookaburras I don't find too annoying, but cockatoos annoy me. The sound.
They're loud.
Yeah.
And they make a screeching noise.
Yeah, it's quite piercing, isn't it?
And what are the birds that do the little Is that a magpie or like a crow?
I think a magpie actually does that.
I wasn't expecting such a variety. I wasn't expecting them to be beautiful. I didn't even know that was a factor of coming to Australia, but it so is.
Yeah,
so
birds are crazy.
We love the birds.
Number 8 is road trains. If you're unfamiliar with a road train, it's just a really, really, really big truck.
Or a lorry.
Lorry, if you're from the UK. And they can sometimes be over 50 metres long. We've seen some that are 60 metres, 7... they're huge.
And they have 3 or 4 carriages.
They're trust me, they're huge. Beasts, like Transformers, almost. And you'll just be driving along, minding your own damn business, and suddenly you see in your rearview mirror the terrifying sight that is a road train approaching you, and you're
scary.
like, oh hell, okay, game time, game face, let's go.
Yeah.
Overtaking a road train, if you have the pleasure of coming up behind one, that's an extreme sport. It's
like overtaking 5 cars
all at once
in one go. So we've experienced this a couple of times. You only mainly find them on luckily the highways and the big outback roads. So there are commonly very large, long, straight stretches of road for you to easily overtake, and we do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So number 9, bottle shops. Okay, specifically drive-through bottle shops.
It's crazy.
You don't even need to leave your car in Australia to get a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
If you don't want to.
It's like going to McDonald's through the drive-through,
but for alcohol.
For alcohol.
Yeah. I think this one's easier to show you rather than trying to tell.
So this is a bottle shop.
This is a bottle shop. This is a drive-through bottle shop.
Drive in, or you can get out and have a look around. And within the shop, the drive-through, they also have like a big cold room where you can access and find all of like the big packs of beer ready to go, cold. How cool is that?
So cool.
Like, you just don't have this in England.
No, I try to even think what we have in the UK. Do we even have a cold beer section?
No.
I think it's really rare that shops have a beer fridge.
It's very rare.
Only in the peak summer, some of them do like a tiny section. And last but not least, number 10, which is Aussie slang. Australians like to shorten any word that they can.
Everything. If it's possible to shorten,
They will.
even if it's not possible,
They'll still shorten
still
it.
will.
And even the word Australians, they shorten to Aussies. So you've got afternoon,
a simple one, arvo.
arvo. You've got service station.
Another kind of simple one if you get the flow of how they do things, servo.
You've got registration.
And again, we probably don't even have to say this one, but rego.
Then you've got McDonald's. Now, if you're from the UK, you might think, hang on a minute, we shorten McDonald's, we call it Mackies. They call it Maccas.
Maccas.
So,
With an A. M-A-C-C-A-S. We do M-A-C-C-I-E-S, which is a small difference, but it makes the world of difference.
we still don't understand the majority of Aussie shortened words or Aussie slang, and we've been here for nearly 2 years.
Yeah, fair dinkum. That's our top 10 Australian shocks. So let us know in the comments which one shocked you the most. And if you're Australian, let us know if there's anything else you're hiding so we don't get caught off guard by anything else whilst finishing our lap. So be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of James and Josie traveling Australia and discovering everything for the first time. And I guess we'll see you in the next video. There's a hard drive update to be had. If you watched our last video, you would know that we lost all of our footage, kind of.
All of our footage has been recovered.
Every last video and photo has been recovered. So that means the vlogs are coming back. The not so good news is you have to wait another week. That means another video like this.
Let us know in the next poll
On Tuesday.
What you want to see next from us in this extra gap-filling week before we get all of our stuff back.
But make sure you vote, because we only got about 30 votes last time. This one obviously came out on top. But if you want your say, if you want to see us line dancing, you got to vote. All right? Anyway, see you next week.
Bye.